guys, welcome back. So today I'm out here shooting my SCAR 16S. Now I want to talk to you about an accessory for the SCAR 16S that solves a problem with this rifle. If you own a SCAR 16 or if you're looking at purchasing one, you'll note that the charging handle right here on the side of the rifle reciprocates with the bolt, but it also is a fixed charging handle that protrudes straight out the side of the rifle. And you'll notice with this E.A.C.H mounted on top, it can interfere with the operation of the charging handle. When you go to charge the rifle, if you grab it with your fingers like this, you can hit the sight right here. If you grab it like this and hook your finger, you can pinch your finger painfully right there. So the charging handle is kind of a pain in the rear to use with certain optics. You have to carefully charge the weapon to clear the sight. The product I want to show you guys this afternoon solves that problem. Let me show you what the SCAR looks like being fired with and without the E.A.C.H, which is the enhanced angled charging handle. Before we start shooting, I want to show you how to install the E.A.C.H into your SCAR 16 or 17. It does work on both rifles, however, I'm showing it on the SCAR 16S this afternoon. This is the SCAR E.A.C.H. It's a simple charging handle that replaces the OEM handle, as I mentioned earlier. To install it, it's really simple. All you have to do is partially disassemble the rifle and no tools are required. To disassemble the SCAR, you just push the front pin, pull it out, pop your lower off, remove your stock, partially retract the bolt and carrier. Just take it to the takedown notch at the rear of its travel. Pull the OEM charging handle out, insert the E.A.C.H, and put your rifle back together. It's installed. We have the E.A.C.H installed now on the SCAR 16S. Here it is. If I can find it. It's right there. You can see that it also has a negative 20-degree cant downwards, and it allows it to easily clear optics. It has much larger surface area than the standard OEM knob. Now this negative 20-degree cant helps reduce snagging on gear. The standard OEM charging handle has a tendency to snag on gear from the low ready. This reduces that somewhat. Let's do a little bit of shooting. You insert the magazine. You'll notice I can hook it like this. I can grab it like this. I can grab it any number of ways, but I'm not going to make contact with the E.A.C.H anymore because I have a much larger surface area to grab a hold of. Now it does reciprocate with the bolt and the charging handle reciprocate together, but it doesn't appear to get in the way of anything. I can fire from cover. I just have to be a little bit mindful as I normally would with the SCAR, but it doesn't really change the handling characteristics too much of the rifle. You'll notice it still locks the rear just fine on an empty magazine. And it makes inserting another mag simple. You just drop your mag out, grab the charging handle after you insert a new one, and let it go. It clears the E.A.C.H nicely. Let's take a look at some other optics on the rifle. I've now mounted an ACOG on top of my SCAR 16S to give you an idea of how it operates with this particular sight, which presents a bit of a unique issue. The mounting knobs for the ACOG are large, gnarled, and they protrude quite a bit. When the charging handle of the SCAR comes back, if you have your fingers wrapped around the standard OEM charging handle, you're going to get bit. Now the E.A.C.H allows me to charge the rifle as I normally would, which is I like to hook the charging handle like this, and my fingers do not contact that knob. You can also charge it like this, and again, it gives you enough clearance because of the large purchase that you have on the charging handle. It makes clearance a breeze. Now some specs on the E.A.C.H. First of all, the handle itself is made out of 7075 T6 aluminum. It's black anodized, but you can also get it in a flat dark earth color. The pin that mounts to the bolt carrier is made out of bar stock 4140, and it's treated to a Rockwell hardness of 32 to 40. The pin that holds these two together, it's a press fit pin, and it has a yield strength of 1,800 pounds, so it's very ruggedly built. Let's see how the E.A.C.H operates with the ACOG. Pull the magazine out, insert it into the rifle, charge it like I like to charge it by hooking it. No clearance issues, and I can fire. Again, locks the rear just fine, no clearance issues. I do like the charging handle. So let's say you've purchased an E.A.C.H for your SCAR, and you want some place to store your OEM charging handle so you don't lose it or you want it as a spare. I found a simple solution to that. On the back of your scar, there's a pin that holds your butt plate on. You can pull this pin out, take your butt plate off, put your OEM charging handle in the butt stock. Fits in there perfectly. See if you can see it. Put the butt pad back on, and you're good to go. You won't lose your OEM charging handle. There are currently U.S. military trials underway to select a new rifle for the U.S. military. The SCAR is in those trials, as well as the Remington ACR. Now, this is the Bushmaster ACR, which is a civilian rifle. However, I want to show you something. You'll notice the features of the ACR's charging handle. First of all, it has that downward cant. It's gnarled, has a larger surface area than the SCAR's OEM charging handle, and it works much the same way. I have this optic mounted on here with the knobs on the side, and you'll notice that I can easily get past that knob with the ACR's charging handle. However, the ACR's charging handle is slightly smaller than the E.A.C.H. Let me show you what the E.A.C.H. looks like. Look how much bigger the E.A.C.H. is. So I like it even better now than the ACR. The charging handle of the SCAR is one of those things that I didn't like about the rifle in my ongoing review between the ACR and the SCAR. I don't like the fact that it reciprocates with the bolt and carrier, but I really dislike the fact that it was small, didn't stick out far enough, and caused me to contact with my knuckles and fingers all the time with whatever optic I was using on the rifle. So the E.A.C.H. does solve that issue. Okay guys, some final thoughts on the E.A.C.H. by Stryker Enterprises. The E.A.C.H. is a drop-in replacement for the charging handle on the SCAR 16 or 17S rifles. It retails for $65 plus shipping. You can purchase the E.A.C.H. online by sending an email to Stryker Enterprises, and I'll put an email link below. Overall, my impressions of the charging handle are favorable. It is quite a bit larger than the standard charging handle that comes on the rifles. Some may or may not like that because it does stick out quite a bit more, but I seem to like it quite a bit. I haven't had any problems with it snagging on my vest or my gear, and it does seem to be very ruggedly built. Overall, for $65, it does solve a problem, at least for me, that I had with the factory charging handle. If you guys have any questions about the E.A.C.H., you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/military arms. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for those subs. We'll talk to you guys soon.